A very warm good morning to you all. Welcome all to London Planespotting. I hope you're all good. Just want to get a quick audio and feed check. Everything seems all good. Can you just let me know on the chat? But welcome along everyone who has joined us today. Really appreciate you guys rocking up today. We're in that building up window, as I like to call it, here at City Airport, where we wake up about 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. That's when it gets busy again, all the way up to a few aircraft of the day, which we're running around about 12:30, depending on how things are. We're expecting an actual startup, which would be having a departure, actually a landing first and then a departure. So we're focusing on KLM because that is the aircraft that is ready to depart and will be departing soon. Interestingly, they actually I'll be quiet for radio, hang on a minute. Oh, they're now taxiing. They just reported in when we were just about to go live, KLM, to say that there was someone else on the frequency which was interfering the frequency. Now, I had my radio on, couldn't hear anything. The ops also confirmed they couldn't hear anything. ATC confirmed they couldn't hear anything, and so did another aircraft as well. So I'm not too sure if there is an issue with their aircraft. They've accepted it. It's not an issue at the airport, but apparently someone with a high tone voice screaming along the frequency. So I'm not too sure what happened there, but anyway, Sea Flyer inbound next. This is the Edinburgh flight. I'm looking at this one at the moment. Those who know in the London Planespotting mods chat will know. But yeah, we could be going somewhere there. Hint, hint. There might be an on tour sooner than you think. I think I wouldn't have hadn't learned anything from travelling. But I hope everyone is good, having a good morning. Unfortunately, the sun is right in our direction, so the camera lens has to deal with the direct sunlight, which is why it looks a little bit darkened. It's a bit hard for me to see. I can't tell. It actually looks alright on this stream broadcast, but so it's kind of tricking me. We'll get to a chat in a moment, but don't forget to hit Happy Friday all to everyone who has joined us. Did I say Happy Friday? Happy Saturday. Oh dear. You can tell I'm not fully recovered from last week. I'm still exhausted. Hence the reason why we've done a shorter stream today. Anywho, welcome everyone who has joined us today. Dave Bone, good morning. Oh, hello. Have we got a bit of stream drops? Hang on. Hang on, folks. Are we getting stream drops? Anyone getting drops? could let me know on the chat if there's any droppage. We'll try and sort that out. Okay, KLM Amsterdam flight is lining up.
Currently at base 15.218, understand runway 27 in use and reach Houston 5. KLM flight service is arranged. That's variable. 4 knots, 15 knots. Optic City Tower, copy from the terrain to reach 5 as well.
Are we all good with stream? Anyway, KLM. SE Aviation, thank you so much for your continued support. Celebrating 2 months of being a flight crew member. Gonna keep on this. We will change it if it doesn't work. I've just heard from Carl in the mods chat that it was dropping, but it seems to be stable, so we'll keep on going. So thank you, Carl, for the feedback. So let's get back to the chat. Welcome, David, hope you're good. Becky H, good morning to you, hope you are good. David Bone, good morning, hope you are well as well. SC Aviation, mentioned you earlier, thank you so much for that. And Clive, good morning to you as well. Roland Livings, welcome, good morning, and to all your aviation buddies, says. And Susan, good morning to you, happy Saturday. Oh, hope we're all good. It's an absolutely beautiful river today. Astonishing river. Loving this. Really feeling the summer vibes today. It's garden weather, folks. Just not garden temperature at the moment. You'd need a hoodie. Hoodie or jumper. Yeah, so we're looking at a possible tour to Edinburgh. A wee little spot over to Edinburgh. I'm sorry to all the Scots out there. David, I totally apologise for that. But we're going up north. So I haven't booked the flights yet or the accommodation, but I'm possibly looking at a day stay in Edinburgh for a 2-day spotting event. Sarah, good morning to you. Miss Butterfly, good morning. Watching from Cairns, Australia. Welcome along to you. Yeah, looking at the prices, not too bad prices actually for Easter period. From London City actually here with City Flyer. And you can get an economy flight with luggage and everything. For about just over 180, I think it is, which I don't think is too bad return, considering it was nearly £200 to £300 by train. I think if I booked with BA Holidays, I think the whole package works out to be 220, which I don't think is that bad with a hotel included and breakfast. David, don't encourage me, David. Okay, our head-on view is with the Amsterdam flight of City Flyer. As we have another City Flyer, this time be Dublin flight, en route and on final. Sarah celebrating 17 months of being a flight crew member. Says every time I check and it's another bloody month. Honestly, Sarah, it sounds like you would never care. Right. Thank you for your continued support as well, Sarah. Okay, our second City Flyer arrival. This time Dublin. So Seafly's got a nice easy one because they're going straight into free, which is right in front of them here. Let's watch the whole parking procedure. It's quite nice to watch here at Lunsea.
Ian, I still want you to do the legs only nudges. We'll do it in 4 so it's fine on balance anyway. Then we'll paddle on the way down. Throw in some power 10s and keep some paws rowing in there. Okay? So we'll just pause to half slide this time.
Easy there. Just pick it up there. Easy there. You'll let me in. No, we're doing tapping, so you go. Right there. Valve 6, so valve you're in all the way. Sorry, cancel that. So there's 1 easy there. And valve 6 going on strong. Together, that stops. Once you've got the place, you're going to right. Together.
Dragon riding on here. Have they? Yeah.
Okay, we've got a few drops, so bear me 1 minute. We're just going to pause the stream slightly just to make a quick change. We'll be back for the next departure, so we won't miss anything, I promise. Okay, Amsterdam. still seems to be a lot of problems. Bear with us, folks. We're going to get this working for you guys. Apologies for this. Right, we'll see how that goes. Apologies, we seem to be a bit more stable now. We haven't lost any action, I promise you. We haven't had, you've seen everything there, so we should be back. Apologies for that. We should be now nice and stable. Emma, good morning to you. Hope you're good. Yeah, how's it looking for you guys? So sound and pitch quality now. I think we don't want to say it. Have we cracked it? Yeah, seems a lot good. Thank you, Carl. Apologies for that. Yeah, kept on. We've been having a few issues here at City lately. I noticed that last time we were here. So I've just tweaked around with some settings to see if we can improve that, and hopefully it seems to be stable again. So, which is unusual for City, because City was normally our best location for performances, and us being able to broadcast at the highest quality at the speeds allow us to. And I have to say, an absolutely stonking day today. Beautiful day. Loving the vibes. Okay, so sea flight inbound as well. This is the Berlin flight. What we got inbound soon. So we should later on see an Airbus A220 from Swiss. ITA is also inbound soon. We have the Rome flight, that's due in at 10:55. It's actually slightly ahead of schedule, which is good to see. In flight at the moment is the Berlin flight, the Geneva flight, Belfast flight, Amsterdam private jet, this one Globair, Rome flight, Luxembourg's Dash 8, Zurich flight private jet, that one, and also the Zurich flight with Swiss. We also have Zurich in flight, Glasgow in flight or about to take off, Berlin also about to take off, Florence about to take off, and the Milan flight in flight. So as you can hear, quite a few coming in today. William Johnson, welcome to you, hope you're good. SE Aviation mentioned about the E2 the other day. This is the E195 E2. Yeah, I am gutted we weren't able to show it to you guys. There were others out there in the Planespotting community who did obviously film it. But yeah, unfortunately I was working. I was trying to get it. It just didn't know too late. Basically, I knew too late to get a day off. But what an amazing sight to see this beautiful Embraer E195 E2. Hopefully we'll start seeing that more, and hopefully we'll get an opportunity to see it on this channel. But yeah, largest commercial flight for London City. That is that's brilliant to hear. So I'm really surprised though that KLM didn't take the opportunity to be the first, because they've had an E195 E2 for ages, and I'm really surprised they've not used it here at City. Ryan Johnson says it was a good day on last week. Yeah, unfortunately totally missed that one. For those who were in the know of what my experience was last week, was oh gosh, absolutely exhausting is the only thing I can suggest that was. Yeah, absolute nightmare trouble to get home, but we made it. Okay, Berlin flight next. On final at the moment. There she is. If you have just joined us, don't forget to hit that like button. Hope everyone is good. Lee, welcome to you. Hope you're good. Should have been down here, my friend. It's an absolutely beautiful day. William Johnson, the cover you saw is actually the sun blocker. Just gives them an extra shade there. We've got another arrival in. This is the Belfast flight. Which is Seafire 53 Alpha. So they had a Cessna very close to them. They're at 2,700. The Cessna was at 2,000 feet. I would imagine being that close, I would have got a TCAS warning for that. That was quite close actually, looking on flight radar. Paul Hussey, thank you to you, donating one gifted membership. And welcome along Declan Donald to the flight crew membership. Thank you for your continued support as well, Paul.
Here's a flight to give us the average width for 27. 5019, the 2 minute average, 3089.
Yeah, been an absolute, like I say, Lee as well, thank you to you, celebrating 18 months. So thanks for the streams, Lewis and the mods. Thank you to you and your continued support, Lee, and always a pleasure to see you when we do meet. Yeah, been a absolute interesting one last week. Still tired. Still don't feel fully rested after having to go straight back into work after all that. But it has been an absolute stressful weekend last weekend. What with the incident over at Heathrow. Yeah, I was caught up in it. Or we, my party, which is my family, were caught up in that. We were meant to fly back, as many of you knew, on the Friday to Heathrow from Salzburg. Must say, 100% will go back to Salzburg again, whether it be for a tourist or plane spotting. Not so much from plane spotting, to be quite honest with you. I probably need to go to a more busier period. But, oh my goodness, what a beautiful city Salzburg is. And what an amazing experience we had there. Beautiful time. William Johnson, thank you to you, celebrating 13 months. Says Shane as 13 months, nice one, thank you. Same as me, says 13 months, nice one. Thank you to you, William, for your continued support. As we just focusing on the Belfast flight on final. Yeah, so my first awareness of the incident was waking up to pretty much my dad banging on my door and my mum calling me because I was still asleep about 8 a.m. Austrian time. I'll continue the story in a minute whilst just focus on Belfast first of all. Oh, A380 alert.
Sorry, take it stuff.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful clear day, we can see into Heathrow. Yes, so back to the Heathrow drama. Thank you so much, Lee. Celebrate gifting 1 membership. And David Haff, welcome to you. Thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you. We're going to give you lot a Forrest Gump wave for that. So thank you so much. And also a welcome on board by our channel mascot, Captain Wookie, to all our new members. Yes, so it's been an absolute nightmare. Like I say, first heard of it when my dad was knocking on the door, because obviously I was still asleep at the time. I think it was just coming up to 8 a.m. Austrian time, so 7 o'clock-ish UK time. And to him telling me when I opened the door, half asleep, because going, I don't think we're going to be getting home today. It's like, what do you mean? We're going to have a problem. It's him showing me the fire at Heathrow. I just thought, oh crap. That's the first thing. So obviously, first thing we did was get onto the phone. We were booked the whole holiday actually with BA Holidays, so we were ATA protected as well, even though we had insurance. But yeah, called them up. Obviously, a bit of a wait. But one thing I will say is BA's support. Don't get me wrong, I know people have had some awful experiences, but BA for us have been absolutely amazing, considering the circumstances. We had the option to call back or get a call back, which I'm always, how can I say it? Questionable about whether the system works or not, but thankfully BA did do that job, and I never knew if it was going to crumble after the with the demand, but it seemed to be okay. So we set for it to call us back, and within about an hour and about 15 minutes got a call back from the agent, and they already booked us on to the next flight, which was the next day. They extended our stay at the hotel that we were currently at. So to be honest, at that point we were quite confident and a little bit, dare I say, a bit cocky, because we thought, hey, extra day in Salzburg, beautiful weather. It was like this, to be honest, in Salzburg. You know, why not? Let's enjoy it. So that's exactly what we did, and made all the sort of claims back for any extra costs that it was going to occur to us, thinking that we would be returning the next day on Saturday on the same flight time. So that happened. We went to sleep. Probably I went to about, was just sort of dozing off. I think it was 12 o'clock, or no, just gone half past midnight out of it. 12:30 in the morning. And I got an email from BA. Ping, we're sorry. Your flight has been cancelled. We will update you. Now, that is probably the most sinking feeling you could sort of think of. You have a A380 just turn and we'll just give you that for a minute. But yeah, probably the most sinking feeling is being at midnight, knowing you've got no flight, no information about staying, nothing at all. And this time you knew it was going to be even worse, because instead of them automatically putting you on the next flight, the answer was we have no information yet, which I thought, okay, so this could be getting quite serious now. So yeah, didn't know, called them up, and again, this time their phones were in high demand, because you have to remember it was almost 24 hours now from the incident, and BA still trying to get stranded passengers home, us included. And then we got told, well, there's going to be some rescue flights. So I managed to eventually get hold of someone in the middle of the night, and then we were told that potentially there'll be a rescue flight. So okay. And then we were told that was cancelled. So that's now number 2 flights cancelled for us. And again, no information. And then we got told your new destination or new flight will be taking off from Frankfurt. Now, if anyone doesn't know Europe that well, Salzburg is not close to Frankfurt, nowhere near close to Frankfurt. And the question is, well, how do we get to Frankfurt if we are expected to go to Frankfurt? And we didn't get that information from BA. Now, bear in mind, they were very, very busy, and even their agents kind of felt sorry for them, because even they were giving us as much information as possible as they could. But as they say, our information lines keep changing constantly, because they're having to wait on what we're getting told by the airport. So it was very hard for them to sort of make plans and then work out if that's going to come true or not. So then we were told they've cancelled all of the flights from Salzburg. Now, because it was out of season for BA, for Salzburg, and Salzburg season's actually winter and summer, and we were in there during spring. We were told that there is no flights this whole weekend. So basically, BA's schedule flies to Salzburg on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And we were told the next flight, if we wanted to stay in Salzburg, would be at Friday for Heathrow next week. And we just went, well, that's not happening. That's not happening at all. Long story short, we then get a phone call back. Now they called us back again, and they said, look, we're dealing with it, just bear with us, we will get back to you. Very, very helpful, to be honest. Every question we had, they had an answer, and they were true to their word. That's one thing I will say. They did exactly what they said they were going to do. So we got a call, and I got an email after that call as well, before that call, sorry, which said Frankfurt, and I said to them, look, if we need to make to Frankfurt, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we'll try, but is there anything sooner, or anything we can get closer? So then they've said to us, oh, we can do Munich. It's not British Airways, but we can do Munich. We can book you on a Lufthansa flight from Munich to Heathrow. The only problem is that is Sunday morning at 7 a.m. And you'll need to organise your hotel and claim it back afterwards. We can't this time organise the hotel for you because it's not a flight with BA. I was like, okay, fine, we can do that. So did that, managed to find travel to Munich on a train. We're quite lucky that Salzburg has a direct train to Munich Airport. Not sorry, Munich Airport to Munich Central, and then Munich Airport afterwards. And that's what we did. And it was quite cheap. I think 45 euros. I think for the three of us in the end. It was like it was just a normal commuter train for 3 hours. So we got that done, and started booking for the hotel. And we booked for the hotel at Novotel. Oh, I'm going to be quiet because I think Globe Air has just turned up. Yeah. Seen this before, Globe Air, many times. William, yeah, no, it's a busy sort of public pathway here where London City is, and on a Saturday, most of the time of the week, there is a rowing club on a Saturday morning. It's very busy, and then behind us is Newham Council with their ambulance crew service here. The London ambulance crew are based here for the 999 calls. So yeah, we had to book up for Novotel. That was another £200. And then whilst we were on the train, I got another phone call back, and this time it was from the same gentleman I spoke to, the same lady I spoke to prior to the last time, who then rang me up and said, oh, we've actually managed to get secure earlier flights that goes on Saturday today. Are you happy to do that? I'm going to be quiet again because It's Airways is just here. This is the Rome flight. I reckon they're going to be going to stand 22 maybe? Or 21? There's no one at 10. I don't think it'll be 10. Yeah, thought so. So yeah, when we got told that we can go on to, or they can book us on the Lufthansa flight Saturday night at 7 p.m. So we went, yes, 100% we'll go for it. So we managed to get onto that. A long wait, went straight into the airport. I think we just wanted to be checked in on a plane. That's how we felt after numerous cancellations, numerous uncertainty of very stressful, I have to say, of not knowing when we were going to get home that day. And also my dad is diabetic as well, so medication for him was running out, which we were a bit concerned. I have medication for something else as well myself, so that was running out, so we started to get a little bit worried on those sort of things. But what I will say is BA could have just let us stay at that airport, but they knew that things were getting a little bit sort of worrying. We became a case to them where they said, look, we'll make sure that you're sorted, we'll put you on a hire, because I said, look, there are medical needs in the couple of the party members here, and we're getting a bit worried about that. So what do we do? So they made our case a little bit more higher, which I really do appreciate BA for that. And I know BA can get some really bad reviews for the ground service and the customer service, but honestly, my honest experience so far, and I'll be honest, haven't had that much experience, thankfully. What a noise that is, by the way, for BA, because I've never really had a massive problem. But that was, considering the situation that BA were in, and everyone was in, I thought that came out in the end quite well. Stressful, yes, but it could have been a lot worse, and we were very lucky. I'm going to get you a beautiful shot of Emirates.
Keep your arms away and you push with your legs and you bring your elbows.
So yeah, a lot to. We were absolutely exhausted. Honestly, absolutely exhausted by the time we got home. I think we got home in the end midnight. Once we went through the door. But I have to say the experience at Heathrow, we were expecting Heathrow to be absolutely busy and really bad, because everyone was doing the same as us, trying to get home, and there was a load of problems. But we were shocked to have it just empty. We were on the ground. We had to wait a little bit while for our gate to be ready on the plane. I think about maybe half an hour, if that. And then we were through passport, bags, and out of the doors about probably 45 minutes, which is probably the fastest I think I've ever gone through Heathrow. But yeah, they were cold, absolutely, and I always feel that it's credit where credit's due, and sometimes BA, and don't get me wrong, quite rightly doesn't always get great reviews, and they really have gone down in the ratings. For me, honestly, it's a proper shame that has happened, and BA's exec team have allowed themselves to do that. I don't like the move they're going for, especially with the executive points, the way that they've done their services now. And I think it's a discredit to the crew who work and all the staff who work for the airline, because they do care, they do, want the best for the passengers. And I've always witnessed that as crew member, seeing what crews do on board. They've always been happy to serve, and always willing to sort of be, welcoming and helpful. So it always pains me to hear these bad reviews from BA, and they are justified views. A lot of the cases they are justified views. You know, I can't stand by here being a plane spotter, an aviation enthusiast, and also in my previous time a reviewer for planes services. I'll bring the mic closer to me, sorry, hang on a minute, because it's getting still very loud. But I cannot sort of back up the quality that some of these cabins are now in, especially the older style cabin.
Have you done any of the half slide races?
No, that's what we're about to do for 250 meters.
Still waiting for ITA Airways to have the stairs attached. Taking a long time adding that stairs, aren't they?
Okay, I can do that.
Oh, I didn't know it, Lee. I didn't know it wasn't. I didn't go past DLL today, so I didn't know. I parked closer today, so I didn't know. Okay, City Flyer inbound. This is the Geneva flight. City Flyer 28 Lima Whiskey. So we have inbound next the Luxembourg flight. As I think Geneva is just waiting for the stand to be ready. I think they're going for stand 4. It looks like stand 4. We can see they're just here waiting. So next week's schedule, not too sure at the moment. We might not be able to do a weekend one. I'm not too sure yet. Just waiting to see, because I've got a couple of things going on in the weekend, next weekend. So might be doing a Thursday night stream, returning back to Thursday midweek stream here at City Airport. Haven't done one for a long time here. Just looking at that. And yeah, like I say, looking at Edinburgh, and then a week after doing something as well, possibly at Heathrow or Gatwick. And another thing we haven't done recently is Stansted evening, so I might look at that as well, because there's a couple of cargo stuff going out on Stansted in the evening, especially on a Friday, so that's a possibility that we might do as well. I'm starting to look at for the next couple of weeks going forward. We've also got the Stansted plane watch returning. That's next month. We will be available for that one, hopefully. There is the Dash 8 from Luxembourg. So I hope everyone is doing well. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you to everyone who has donated today. We really appreciate that. And also for you guys, any plans this weekend, being it Mothering Sunday? Also, clocks go forward tonight. British summertime is about to start, which means we've got longer evenings, which is great for us here at City Airport. Looking forward to that again. Zhang, welcome to you, walking from Taiwan. William, I do need to have a proper look at Luton, don't get me wrong. It's something I'd love to do. It is a little bit tricky for me, and also it's a bit tricky spotting location wise as well for you guys, so it's something that I do need to spend a bit of time planning and do for you guys. William, I've always been told not to go there for a multi-storey car park. I hear that they move you along. I hear you can get moved on very quickly by security for that. I don't know if that's changed, if they've relaxed it a little bit more, but that's all I've heard. Ooh, got a cargo lux. Where's that? Oh, there it is. behind the clouds, folks. So I won't show it to you. No, it's been going for ages, William. That's a good few years now. Yeah, the only one I know of now is the security gate. I don't really know of any other locations. Yeah, photos are probably a lot different to filming though, William, because you can sort of move about quickly, so they can get out of the way if they know security's coming. Whereas if you, like me, you've got all the equipment set up and you're pretty stationary, you can't just roam about, and when they see all this sort of equipment they don't like it. Yeah, it's not been probably the best to film, hence the reason why we've not really gone there that much and haven't really put a lot of effort into making sure, because it is quite a, for what it is, it's not really. Whereas Stansted's a lot easier to do, City's a lot easier to do, Heathrow is a lot easier, and so is Gatwick. No problem, Clive. You take care, have a good one and enjoy. Hello to you and the family as well. Hope everyone's good. Lee says might get some photos of flights to his local Stansted airport. It's the first day. Is it the first day of all started, is it? And it's a brother and partner coming over for Mother's Day.
So you need to control the blade work in the base of the palm and the fingers. Try to avoid that.
Okay, so passengers boarding for City Flyer. We should see a turnaround soon for ITA Airways. We should also see ITA Airways coming in soon as well, and that is on final very soon. Our next arrival is the Amsterdam flight. Also Swiss inbound soon. Looks like the Swiss A220 is coming in first, and then the other flight, which is going to be Milan, I believe. Is it Milan or Rome? Hang on. It's Milan, yeah. So Rome is on here at the moment, parked up. Absolute beautiful day. Let's give you a skyline view. We do always do that here at Landsea because it is such a beautiful view. There is London. Beautiful day. Cable car is out and running also over at the O2. You can just about see it on the left there. Absolute beautiful day, and it is that direction for Heathrow as well. Flight. So very busy arrivals all of a sudden here at City Airport. Okay, so first of 3 departures. This is the Dublin flight taking off right now. Right, so we've got a bit of word there, some more technical issues again, apologies. We seem to have a lot of issues at City lately. Give me a couple of minutes, folks, just have a look at this.
Sorry, Tower, low 5, Romeo, Falcon 2, Spanish Golf 103, request up. Starbreak, connection 33, 5, Romeo.
ITA Airways Milan flight on final here. Yeah, we seem to be having a lot of tech gremlins lately at City, I don't know why. Got a dual ITA on the ground today. Shame we're not side by side. Take it off now.
That's it, pull it back!
Is the Florence flight. We've still got another arrival, which is going to be the Panda Aviation. Panda Aviation from Zurich. It's the Embraer 300. So our next departure is the Edinburgh flight. This is C Flyer 8704. Who have now been given clearance for takeoff. We've got Qatar in the air, A380. This is Qatar 3. Just going into view right now. Going off to Heathrow.
You're going to have to critique yourself when you come up the other side.
Okay, lining up right now is the Belfast flight, which is ready for departure. Let's watch it line up and depart. Aubrey Byrne, welcome to you. Have we got family relations on here? They spying on you, David. Audrey says, bonjour mes amis. Welcome along, Audrey. Welcome along. Aubrey, we don't know. Could be related, you never know. Might be related to our fellow mod. The Scots have invaded today. On the chat. Anywho, Ibiza's looking to be our final flight of arrivals today. That's now scheduled at 12:24. That will be technically the final flight that is arriving. We're seeing all the other flights are on time today. And as for departure, 12:20 is oh, excuse me, it's supposed to be at 12:20 or 12:30. Okay, Geneva's now showing 12:30. So yeah, 12:30 now. And so is the Oxford flight as well, and Zurich. So we're seeing around about 12:30 for these flights. The Zurich flight, the Swiss here next to Luxembourg, that's now shown as 12:30. That's a turnaround of nearly an hour, of actually 50 minutes. This is quite unusual, but that is pretty much what is it. I don't think we've got another Swiss arrival which would suggest that, no. So this Swiss that we're watching right now is not now going out till 12:30. It should be 12:20, which would give it a... It's very interesting that it's shown already as delayed, so not too sure why. It looks like Luxembourg is ready to depart. Now they're supposed to be going at 11:45, which would make sense. It's showing as estimated 11:55, but I think we might see that go a little bit earlier. Inbound now is the Zurich flight from City Flyer. No. So I think we're going to see the Luxembourg flight depart very soon. Aubrey went and says, I guess if you go back enough you'll find a common grandfather. Okay, there we go. So engine number 1, engine number 2 is starting up, sorry. Let's just watch this start up. We have got also City Flyer from Florence approaching very soon. Okay, Florence flight is now approaching. Rome flight is slightly delayed. It's now showing as 11:50. We should be seeing that depart soon. It was supposed to be 11:35. No, David, as Lee said, he would have been with us today if it wasn't for the DLR not running properly, which is a shame. It's always a pleasure to be in the presence with Lee. So what's your weekend plans this week? Mine is we'll go to Lidl, get a couple of things. Got the car washed this morning on the way here, managed to fit it in time, and a couple of things trying to get sorted out with the compensation from BA now. I've got to do that now and get all that money back that we had to fork out to get home. And then yeah, tomorrow I'll probably be doing a Sunday roast for mother, for mum. What's your go-to Mother's Day present? Mine personally is just flowers normally. She doesn't want anything else. She doesn't want me buying anything else. It's one of them things, it's an extra holiday, commercialised holiday, isn't it, really? Okay, Berlin City Flyer on final. Hello, they're backtracking. Zurich is going to backtrack on the runway. There we go, look. That's most likely because is it because no, because they'll take free. Why they went that way? Quite surprised with that, actually. See what they do here. Yeah, so they're going to backtrack. I'll read that comment out in a minute, David. Brilliant. So because they're on the runway and they're taxiing, they're actually allowed to go faster than normal taxi speed, which is why they're taxiing quite fast down the runway. So they'll go for the length of the runway and then do a turn. Now interestingly, their speed brakes are up. I don't know if that's standard procedure by taxiing on the runway to make sure it doesn't generate any lift because they're going a bit fast, but I wouldn't have thought it'd be fast enough for any little lift or anything like that. But look at that, yeah, definitely got speed brakes up at the moment, which is unusual. I've not seen that before, a taxiing aircraft on the runway.
So again, so blades are in the water.
So you're going to see it do a 180 turn.
So right in the middle of that.
I don't think it's going to come off at the moment.
Yep, handles apart. So both shaky hands, both arms, both
have a
hands,
watch.
shaky hands, contact with
We want to
touch.
see a
That's
full
it,
180
in
turn
walk.
because that is quite cool to watch on a pin turn.
So up
Literally.
there, on there.
Here we go.
There.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at
Yeah.
this. Look at that turn.
Practice it.
Well done, Luxembourg. Look at that dash 8 do a pinpoint turn. That is something. Well, you can hear an engine start. Now there's an A220 at the moment. Look at that turn, isn't that beautiful? Very quickly, David says, a big cake is my gift of choice, and I hang around looking hungry until she takes pity on me and feeds me with a huge slice. It's a win-win for me, says David. How can you do that to your mother? Brilliant. Here we go. Here is the Dash 8 of Luxembourg taking off here from Luxair. Okay, so the Airbus A220 from ITA Airways. This is the Rome flight heading off now. It is delayed slightly, but that is now set to go. This is ITA Airways 211 now starting up. We'll watch this. How beautiful does that blue look in the sun? Ah, bless you, Aubrey. Thank you so much, giving $4.99. Thank you so much for your continued support there, Aubrey. Thank you so much. Okay, line up and wait. Orders already been given. So instructions already been given for line up and wait. We'll see this turn up very quickly now.
Hello, 211, runway 27, surface wind 25010 knots, southwest to northwest, clear takeoff. Duxford 7, 211.
Watch this beautiful takeoff here. How steep is that? What a takeoff. Felix, welcome to you. He says hi or good morning from Argentina. Welcome to you, Bogota. Already turning. Let's have a look at that beauty. Love it. Oh.
Hello, clearance, destination Lima Octo, Lima, Stocker 1 Alpha, walk 4656.
We have Shunbury flight inbound soon. Okay, passengers, it looks like are starting to board for the Milan flight. You see the crew just getting ready to welcome them. Okay, Chambéry flight of City Flyer 42 Bravo is inbound soon, as the Milan flights are now boarding, and so is Zurich. Zurich is boarding as well. We can hear an APU start up. There is the Zurich flight. Okay, arrivals. Let's give you an update. Last few flights coming in. So we have 1, 2, 3, possibly 4. I don't think the next flight is going to happen, but yeah, I don't think the new flight will happen. So we're looking at 2 additional flights coming. Sorry, 3 final flights, I believe, coming in. I'll give them to you in a moment. Those are the Chambéry flight, Nice flight, and Ibiza flight, all coming in. Now the Chambéry flight, as you know, has just landed, so it means 2 flights are final. That is the Nice flight and the Ibiza flight. Now the Nice flight is expected to be in about 2 minutes time. In fact, it is on final, which means Ibiza is now showing at 12:21. You might see this on time. Departure, we're still seeing Zurich is now on time for 12:20. The Linz flight is showing as 12:25, and Milan is now showing at 12:40. We'll keep an eye on that, but they are boarding, so I can see that going a lot sooner than that. Afternoon, Sub-Zero Games, hope you're good. They're trying to get an A3, not a 737, but an A320 here. That's what they suggested they could possibly do. Be very questionable, to be quite honest with you, Sub-Zero. This is the Nice flight. So this is the penultimate arrival for Saturday's operations here at London City. It looks like Globe Air is on, folks. I can hear it in the background. It's a Cessna Citation Mustang 510. Little tiny plane, that one. So a lot of these planes operations, so a lot of the London Sea Flyer flights are based here, and then they'll stay parked up here ready for start set. Cute little plane, this one. Little pocket rocket as well, this one. Welcome back, Carl. We're on the final part of today's show. Final few. We've got one more flight inbound, and then about I think it's 2 or 3 departures set. Oh, the Nice flight had to come back round. Hang on. Nice flight has to backtrack again. They've got to go on the runway because obviously Globe, so they wouldn't be able to swing round. Austrian, I believe, isn't it? DE, I think. Austrian aircraft. Carl Crawford, thank you. Celebrating 17 months of becoming a flight crew member. Wow, wow, wow. Here's to the next 17. He says, thank you for your continued support, Carl, for being a flight crew member and also for being one of our dedicated mods, so thank you. So it seems like the Nice flight's waiting because the gate of the stand is not ready. So I think they're actually meant to be going to potentially stand 4. But currently at stand 4. we have a aircraft waiting to depart, and that is most likely going to be the Geneva flight. So not too sure. Oh, we got a plane I've not seen before. An airborne taxi service with a DH wet pie. Never heard of that one. Let's have a look, see if we can get it for you guys. There it is. Yeah, this thing. Little biplane. Taking off from Duxford, this one. No information on where it's going. I'm assuming it's just flying around and coming back to Duxford. But how cool is that? Emma celebrating 22 months of being a flight crew member. Thank you. Says thank you for today's stream. Lewis and the Moz, you are very welcome, Emma. Thank you so much for your continued support. Gonna keep an eye on that Duxford plane as it comes closer back into sight. But that is cool. Globe Air is now ready to take off. They had a warning because of the Duxford aircraft. Here is that Mustang taking off. And I said pocket rocket, and already it is airborne. Oh, this is a nice one. This might be the Oxford flight. It is the Oxford flight. This is a Phenom 300. Watch this one. It's going to backtrack on the runway. James, welcome to you. Oh, so James, is it an actual, like, you can actually go on board these and have a quick fly? That'd be amazing. Love to do that. Okay, Geneva Sea Flyer is now moving out, which means we'll see the Nice flight go into their place. All busy for the final part, isn't it? Flight is already lining up, and that was supposed to be the final flight of the day, but that's now. We'll see this pocket rocket go now. And off to. Let's go. It's down 4. Yes, it is. That was Glasgow, not. Is this one here, which has just left the stands at stand 6. So in stand 4 was actually Glasgow, which is this one here, taxiing. That's really delayed, almost an hour delay as we off. I think we're also going to the stairs being removed soon for the Milan flight. They're ready to go very soon.
Classic wings 2 attention for the next terminal. From here, just the operating where I am between Rockford Cowbridge for just a reciprocal, and then from Cowbridge location. Classic wings 2, I'm just going to cut for the park now, so can you remain west of London Bridge for a few minutes? No else I want to do. Juliet,
Okay, so Golf Alpha Kilo India Foxtrot, that is the airborne taxi service that we saw earlier of the DH89 Alpha Rapid. That's from Duxford. They're just asking them to hold at Tower of London, and then I believe they're coming back, so we're going to have a shot of this because it looks amazing to see when it is over. I can just about see it over London at the moment, just circling. See if we can quickly show it to you. But that is cool. It's just by Canary Wharf. There it is there. So we're going to keep an eye on what it does. It might come back round over. The Sea Flyer is now ready to take off. This is the Glasgow flight of City Flyer. Oh wow, I didn't know about James. I'm going to have to look at that. I'd love to do that. That's an amazing experience. I love Duxford. Okay, now the Geneva flight on now ready to depart. It is actually on flight radar if you want to track it as well, by the way. That aircraft from Duxford. Just over London at the moment. And our final aircraft is in sight as well for arrival. And the Duxford flight unfortunately is out of sight now, so we won't see that. If it comes behind me I will show it, but I don't think it's gonna. Right, inbound next, final departure, arrival I should say, of today. TIB for flight of City Flyer. City Flyer 29 Lima.
West of Bravo. West of Bravo.
Okay, so it looks like the Nice flight is heading off to stand 8. The Milan flight is almost ready to depart. We can see the stairs being removed now, and I believe Swiss is also heading out. We're now seeing Swiss and Milan. Milan is now showing us 12:40. That could be right. We could see Swiss around about the same time as well. Just making the final changes for Swiss. Still loading bags. You can see, however, that Milan is ready. Apparently Q8 777 might be passing over us soon. Keep an eye out for that. Can't see anything yet. What I do see, however, is potentially an A340 for cargo, European cargo. I can't see it yet, but I'm going to keep an eye out for that one. Okay, engine start up here for ITA Airways. It's got quite a big delay still for Swiss, so they're still loading bags on. Oh, there he is. There he is. Up into the sun. So I don't know if we can get this, but we will certainly try. A340. Just there. See, I can't even see it with my eyes now. I just saw a blink of it and it's gone. There it is. There it is. Come on. Just somewhere here. Yeah, I can't see it. Can't see it. Apologies folks, that'd be nice to see, but yeah, I definitely couldn't see that. Sun was unfortunately directly in the lens and even in my eye. I do see the Q8 though. Q8 is just over Heathrow now. Let's just have a quick look. There it is. Okay, it's now taxiing, ready to depart. Now Swiss needs to move because officially the final flight finishes at 1 o'clock. They're still boarding. They're still boarding passengers and they're still boarding bags. So they are quite delayed here. Welcome everyone who has just joined us. Don't forget to hit that like button. Hope everyone is good, having a good Saturday. The day gets longer tomorrow. Happy days. Beautiful day here in London. As we watch our penultimate departure, which is the Milan flight from ITA Airways, Swiss, which was supposed to be taken off a lot sooner, is delayed, and quite a bit of delay as well. Still loading bags on for the so I think we need to bear in mind probably a considerable delay for that flight. But what a way to finish on today's show. 2 departures from A220. So I don't know if there's maybe a passenger which is not arrived and they have to take the bag off, maybe? I don't know. But whatever it is, they're waiting. So ITA is been given clearance to line up and wait. They'll be given clearance to depart very soon as well. There we go, clearance already given. What? I don't think so, Carl, because that would be cancelled then. I don't think that's right, Carl. 1 o'clock is when this airport shuts officially. It's showing down on mine as estimated 12:30, but obviously that's not true. Now the cargo doors are closed, so I think we're going to see it soon. Look at that. A Sunday, Carl, what you just sent me. Yeah, no, that's Sunday's flight you've just sent me. I think we're going to see Swiss go here because they're now getting the aircraft ready. Yeah, he's just seen the message. No, mine did that as well. It pushes back because it now thinks it's past 12:30, and it knows that the last flight is technically 12:30 officially. It then pushes and shows the next scheduled flight, which is tomorrow now, which is incorrect. So yeah, you have to sort of go back to previous flights and you see it still. But no, I think we're going to see this go about 12:45, 12:50 maybe. They're going to cut it fine, but they're going to be done in time. But what we will see is the sort of handover to the airport operations team here, because it's so tight. They hand over pretty soon. Now that's interesting. Are they changing to a... They're not taking off from 09, are they? Are they taking off from 09 to make things a little bit... Let's have a look. Technically they can do that. So whether or not the wind is not that strong, because you can't have a tailwind. So as we wait for Swiss to depart, and we can see a beacon light, which just means that they are now ready to start engines. A massive thank you to the mods today, to David, Carl, thank you for joining us, and to everyone who has donated and celebrated a milestone, thank you. Huge thank you for that. So to SE Aviation, thank you. To Sarah, to Paul, to Lee, to William Johnson, David Haft, to Lee again for his other gifted membership, to Elbury, Carl for celebrating his flight crew membership, and Emma, thank you. All your milestones and super chats from today's show, thank you so much. And to everyone on the chat who has joined us and hit that like button, thank you so much as well, we appreciate it. So our final flight of today is our Zurich flight, operated today by Swiss Flight 457. Aircraft of choice today for Swiss is the Airbus A220-100 with the Hotel Bravo, Juliet Bravo Delta, an 8-year-old aircraft, this one. It is running behind schedule. Actually, we're supposed to going to be going to Amsterdam after it arrives at Zurich. It's got a later point now. It's got enough time to make up its time, because that doesn't depart till 8:45 this afternoon or this evening in Switzerland. So a long time for that to make up its time for delays today. And we can already see ops waiting at the end of the runway, because they will do a inspection after the final departure. There they are. and it will be handed over, the airfield will be handed over to ops and airport operations instead of it being controlled by air traffic control. David says it's been a great stream, Lewis. Thanks. I do love a sunny Saturday morning stream. I do as well. It beats the rain, doesn't it, David? And that sinking feeling, or in my case, literally sinking into a puddle, which is sometimes happens when you're at Gatwick. So we should, there we go, engine start up from Swiss, and we'll be seeing Swiss taxi in very soon. Our final flight. It's not like Swiss, they're normally very good for being on time. Okay, so they are backtracking. I did think the wind was too strong for a 09 departure. So that means they can go faster down the taxiway here. Watch this. Lee says, thanks for the stream today, Lewis and Mods, and everyone who participated in the chat. And to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day for tomorrow. If you're celebrating it, enjoy yourselves. Beautiful Swiss. Matthews, welcome to you. Matthews E195 says hello from Brazil. Welcome to you. You join us on our final departure. This one is the Airbus A220 from Swiss before the airport is closed for operations for today, as City Airport is runs half days on the weekends due to restrictions with sound. Wonder if we get a 180 turn. I think we will actually, so let's just watch this. Look at this beautiful turn.
2 degrees, 7.
Here we go. Absolutely beautiful. We'll see this up to the bank. We'll see the banking now. There we go. Swiss will be handed off in a moment. There we go. And that is it.
Victor Oscar request until 1. Op 6, Victor Victor, customer week 27, Victor Echo, stand 1. 5 Victor Oscar, vacate, pencil on with vacate Echo for stand 1 op 6.
And that is it. Final aircraft has left City Airport, and officially the airport in a moment will be handed over to the flight crew, to the operations team, sorry, and the airport will be officially closed to commercial traffic.
Up 6 rounds copied and the same to you, thanks.
That is it.
Great, easy there, 2 everyone. He's there, everyone else back. Lovely, have that back together, go. That back together. Sorry. Lovely, easy there. Right.
So I'm just waiting with a handoff, which may be in the next few minutes. As we've got Qatar, which is just above us, I'll quickly show you guys that. Qatar A350. That one beautiful sight indeed. We're just waiting, but I think not hearing it anymore. They might have handed over or not. I didn't catch it. I think we're gonna call it right. So thank you so much. If we do get it whilst we're packing away, I'll switch over the audio to it so you can hear the handoff from air traffic control. But a huge thank you to everyone who has joined us, to the mods as well, thank you, and to our flight crew members, thank you very much. To all the ones in the participating into the chat, thank you, and to all of you who hit that like button, thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful Mother's Day if you are having it, and thank you so much for this week. We'll see you next week, hopefully. We'll do something for you next week. But it doesn't look like it's going to be a weekend one, but it could be a weekday show. We'll confirm that and let you guys know what is going on and keep you up to date. Thanks a lot, folks. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Goodbye.
Heathrow's on streaming live and loud, capturing the giant, so appealing crowd. London place spots to the thrilling chase, zooming lenses and a thrilling base. From the rave of dawn till the stars come out, let's follow through without a doubt. City airport buzzing, jets on the rise, Stansted waves on open skies. Yeah, which runway a sight to behold. London Planespotting stories untold. We're on tour with a year we rode, spotting planes fake to airports to home. From the ground to the clouds we aim. London Planespotting more than a game. London Planespotting, catch the vibe. Live streams, photos, the best of the tribe. We track the flights, we love the sound. London's airports where magic's found. So let's celebrate the planes up there. In London's heart, flying through the air. London Planespotting, we're on the scene. The sky's the stage and we're living in the dream. Captain's log, the journey's just begun. Throttle set, our hearts all as one. Wings align, the runway's clear ahead. Pilots wave, their smiles once spread. Airbus or Boeing, choose your side. Through the clouds where few have ever been. Airborne dreams watch and take their flight. London sky, the joy from morning light.